Just what I wanted for dinner tonight. Sausages! Woo! And not one's made out of fish either.
We are flying up over 8 knots now. Alice had to bring the fishing line in because it's too fast. The lures won't sink properly.
In this episode, we take advantage of perfect conditions to explore the western side of Argostoli Island. Despite being told the fishing would be good, we didn't have much luck, even with the speargun. But we did find some remote anchorages, had a look at the ruins of Asos, and sailed at over 9 knots before finishing up at Ithaca.
It's a very fishy anchorage, this one. Check out all the fish under our boat. Yesterday, the fishing shop told Al that he should get plenty of big-sized tuna. So he's very excited to sail today. Is that not what they said?
Kind of. They said they were out there. So
getting them onto the boat, however, is a secondary problem because we don't have a gaff. We need to buy one.
Good morning, sweetie. The plan is to go and explore more of Kefalonia. We're going to head out this bay, the next bay, around the corner. The weather looks awesome to anchor somewhere on the western side of the island, so we'll see if we can find somewhere for maybe some spearfishing.
We've woken up to a super calm morning. We slept like logs. You know it's calm because the rowers are out practicing. It's been a good spot to spend a peaceful few nights, hide away from some weather, and also to resupply. There's a couple of supermarkets here. We are resupplied with fruit and veg. And yes, I'm in a jumper for the third day now, I think ever, in a jumper, first thing.
Look who's getting to drive! Doesn't happen too often. Make the most of it. Now, how do these levery, knobbly things work again? That's right, I don't get to drive very often. Do you need me to do anything? Watch out!
Sometimes we just wrap the flag up at night just to prevent a bit of wear and tear when it's windy, because that is the last flag we have.
We've been having a concerted effort to run down the port tank, so that's the tank that our water maker does not fill, and so we wanted to freshen the water in it, so Kel and I have been using that. We've almost got it drained. We need to run the water maker because it has to run every 5 days, and today is that day, so I have to transfer some water from the starboard tank, the water maker tank, which is full, into the port tank. Hopefully we can top it most of the way up and we'll run the water maker today.
The seasons are definitely changing. I would say it's warm in the sun, but as soon as you're out of the sun, it's quite chilly. And we're just rounding the top here, and then we're going to go down that channel and head west. Our log this morning has decided to not show us any speed. What that means is the little paddle wheel that goes round and round with the water is probably clogged up with some sort of gunk, which makes sense. We've been at anchor for 3 days, so there's either something's grown it or some muck has got into it. So the best way to fix that is to either pull it out inside the boat, which we don't like because it obviously ends up with a lot of water inside the boat, or to just quickly dive underneath and give it a little clean with your hands or a screwdriver or something that tends to work. So we're going to do that now.
Yuck! It's not actually going to be that cold in there, but out of principle I don't want to do this.
It takes about 10 or 20 seconds. It's not too bad, but I'm glad I'm not the one doing it. We're doing 2.5 knots over ground at the moment.
Just done a visual check to make sure we're going slow enough. Is it spinning? Oh. Are you ready?
Yeah, it's working.
At the prop.
And just like that, it's fixed. What was it?
Yeah, the water's so warm.
Is it warm?
Yeah, it's been complete pansy. The water's actually really warm. I guess it's because it's this big gulf, but it's still, mid takes a long time to cool down. I was being a bit of a softie. All fixed.
What was it? Just muck.
Yeah, just you can't see anything really. You just get it spinning and then off it goes. Sailing already. Kel's an addict. She's watched too many America's Cup races.
As our main source of power, we try and keep the solar panels pretty clean so that they are the most efficient.
I'm not sure where all the dust has come from, but
This guy.
Ow.
It's exercise time.
Ow.
I've already done mine.
3 out. 4 out. Just keeping an eye on this yacht that's quite close to us at the moment. They're definitely motoring. Probably got a small amount of their mainsail out just to give themselves some stability in this swell, which is actually quite large. It's a big swell. We had a look at the chart really zoomed out, and I can see that this is probably the most exposed that we've ever been in terms of the fetch between us and Africa at the moment. Very, very open part of the Mediterranean out here on the very western edge of Greece. Wow.
Hey, homie.
Just protecting the back of my neck from the prevailing sand. No fish! We're almost in. We had a really good chance down that run there, but
You got conned. Just heading into potential anchorage now. It is pretty rocky and rolly, but it should be protected. I'm not so sure it's going to be. It's a bit hard to tell what happens. Sometimes the swell really wraps around. But this coast does not have a lot of anchorages. We're hoping for more wind to be able to keep going. So we're just going to go and check this one out. And if it's okay or semi-okay, we'll probably stay here. If not, we might keep going. Fish! Just when we thought we were going to get no fish, there's a fish! Can we turn around?
not huge.
Tiny.
Oh, tiny.
Well, at least we got a fish. Unfortunately, it was not a fish that was edible. It was a decent size, but it was a tunny. I think I prefer to be the port on our port pin.
Yeah, me too.
What do you reckon?
Yeah, let's go see if we can find a sandy patch. Could be a bumpy night in this beautiful spot. Unfortunately, there's a mixed swell, and we're watching this monohull really rock backwards and forwards. It won't be so bad for us, but oh, it looks like a nice spot. We're probably going to give it a go.
Always try a stand anchor.
It's not a judgment.
The water looks incredibly clear. We've got some pack up to do from today's sailing. There's lines everywhere. We'll get them sorted. But right now, the priority is to get in the water. I'm not sure how cold it'll be. Yeah, nah. I was saying my priority is to go and clean the log again, but I think that's his job.
Well, you tell me, do you think it's a problem? I think I'm back to wetsuit legs for spearfishing as well, not just the top. I was in just the top for quite a while. I could have got away with nothing in Turkey, but then you have no buoyancy, so it's not very safe. But no, I'm back to a two-piece wetsuit. I'm trying a new knot that might work. Oh god, you need a lot of tagging though.
We may have figured out the problem of why we keep losing lures. Yes, the fish keep getting them, but also I think Al's been using fly fishing knots on his ocean-going fishing equipment. It may be a challenge. So we consulted YouTube to find the right knot to use, and hopefully we won't lose any more lures unless the fish actually bite them off. Someone's going spearfishing. I was lucky enough to have a beautiful hot shower and wash my hair after that swim. It was really nice, but Elle is heading off for a spearfish. He's a tad excited. Depending on how he goes, depends whether he has sausages and eggs or fish for dinner.
Ooh, fish for dinner would be nice.
He is literally hunting and gathering.
No, it's not that cool.
There's a guy with a little spear gun. They're walking up the beach. In terms of spearfishing, this looks like a spearfishy place, I gotta say.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Ah.
Have fun! And this sort of place, this is why we bought a boat. How beautiful is this? We have 7 minutes to go before I have to go in the dinghy and go find him. I can see him, so it's all good. It's always a little bit worrying.
Just what I wanted for dinner tonight. Sausages! Woo! And not one's made out of fish either.
No fish at all?
Not my best work.
Did you see any?
Oh yeah, far away though. Couple of, I think I saw my first dead ticks, which is one of the trophy species of the Mediterranean, but he was smarter than me. Oh. Yep. We are enjoying the western side of Kefalonia. It's a little bit exposed. It was a bit bumpy last night, but the water is really clear. It's lovely conditions. It's a beautiful bay. Time to head off.
Check out the colour of this water. And Elle has decided it's a no shorts day. I think he forgot to put his shorts on. Why do you have no shorts on?
Yeah, you have no shorts on.
I have shorts on.
Oh, did you go and get shorts on?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you'd gone to
Look at that water. Good spot. Do you like it here?
Yeah, it's a lovely spot. Shame about the little swell bouncing in. We maybe need to start practicing putting out a stern anchor another day. Leave the sounder on because it extends quite a long way off here.
Honestly, I thought summer was over. Yesterday I was in trackies and a hoodie. Today it feels like summer's back. A little bit of boat jobs en route today. We're just reversing around the Porch Genoa sheet. There's just a small little sort of piece of damage right up near the sail. So we're reversing it so that piece of damage is non-existent anymore.
Not if I can't get that through there, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Done?
Yep.
All done.
This is Asos on the western side of Kefalonia. We've been having a slow downwind run towards, just running off our Genoa. You can just make out the fort wall. Looks like it's a huge castle fort area on the top of the peninsula. Might be exploring that. There's a number of other sailboats around making the most of the 10 knots. We're hoping there's enough room in there for us to anchor for the night. I am loving these medieval towns and fortresses. I'm a bit of a fantasy buff. Just finished watching the extended version of all three Lord of the Rings in the evenings over about 8 nights. It just gives me a little buzz to see the walls and the forts and things like that.
But that whole thing is like a fortress castle. There's a little bit of a wall all the way along.
We have decided we are not going to grace Asos with our presence. Not really into mid-mooring, it's pretty crowded. But we are going to check out if there's a place that we may choose to anchor if the conditions are more suitable, so do a bit of depth investigation. It does look like a pretty spot.
We're getting the mainsail prepped and we're going to hopefully fly up the coast.
Wow, we are definitely getting more proficient at getting our sails up and trimmed and then tidying up again for whatever eventuality happens next.
This is pretty much Dakini's favourite sailing conditions and probably mine too. We've got 8 or 9 knots of true wind right in the beam. We're making good sort of 5.5, 6 knots, so it's absolutely beautiful sailing conditions and I'm glad we made the most of it now.
Sorry Asos, the wind made the decision for us.
And Al still wants to catch a fish, so I think we have to keep sailing until we get a fish. Is that how it works?
Jeez, I hope not. We'll be in Albania. For landing. Normally we fish for lazy tuna. Today we're fishing for hungry tuna. Ones that are willing to chase a lure at 8 knots. I think I gotta bring it in, it's getting so twisted.
Okay. We are flying up over 8 knots now. Alice had to bring the fishing line in because it's too fast. The lures won't sink properly. Woo! Look at that. There's Kefalonia here, and that's Ithaca. And in here there's some cool looking anchorages, so we're thinking of going into here and then maybe heading into the town of Fiscato at some stage. At least that's plan at the moment, which is plan D. Plan D today? Plan E.
D today. Plan A was catch Veneto.
That plan failed.
Plan B was catch anything.
That plan failed. It's not just boat repairs we're doing today.
Unfortunately, my aged spearfishing wetsuit is starting to spring some leaks, so to speak. So I'm trying to do some patching or gluing, keep it alive.
Did it work?
It's going to be better, but it's not a very easy place to repair. Sunset, the sun's just was low enough that it disappeared behind this island. Oh, the temperature's just dropped so quickly. It's quite nice though because you can still see it all shining on the hill over there. I have owned this top, my Swazi hunting top, for 24 years.
It makes you sound real old.
Clearly don't do enough hunting and it makes me sound old.
And I like it and it fits me well and it's super comfy and I asked if I could have it and he said yes.
Smart.
And now he's taking it back.